Hello and welcome back to the world of Ryan J. Pitts Presents. I'm Elizabeth, the Demon Queen Pitts.
And I'm Ryan J. Pitts.
All right, it's good to be back.
Very good to be back. We've had some fun. We've had some times. We've had some fun times.
all that, and so much more. So today we just want to do a little recap of our most recent adventure, which was HomeGymCon 2025.
2025, yes. It was a whirlwind of preparation. Things were done at the last minute. We made it. About a six and a half hour drive for us.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad
to get there. It's always nice being with you.
Yes.
So
yes.
It could have been 30 hours in a vehicle with you. It's fantastic.
It just would have been more time, 24 more hours of fun.
Yes. But we did it. We made it. And it was a smashing success.
Yeah, it was awesome. So as many of you know, it was in Louisville, Kentucky, which that was, I think, the first time I'd ever been to Louisville. What about
you? Definitely.
So we didn't get to explore the city very much, but we did a little bit, and it is beautiful there. It's amazing.
And newsflash, it's going to be there again next year. So Liz and I are definitely going to plan to take in some of the kind of cultural things. Yes, yeah. There's a Muhammad Ali museum who Akeem from Germany said we must go there. And I really want to see that. I actually met Muhammad Ali. I think it was 91. That was a great year. I graduated from high school. You were born.
Lots of awesome things happened that year. T2.
Terminator 2. Yes, the biggest movie of the summer.
The hottest movie of the summer. Was it the biggest or the hottest?
Both. It was the biggest. Yes, but after the fact, definitely the hottest too. It was a great movie.
It came out. It came out the day before I was born. I've always had a very, very deep connection with this movie.
Yeah. So my encounter with Muhammad Ali, we were on the way to one of my cousins. He was getting married. He lives in Georgia. We were on our way. Our flight landed in Raleigh-Durham, South Carolina, wherever Raleigh-Durham is. And they had a freak like snowstorm.
Oh.
Which for that part of the world wasn't that much. So from Iowa, it was like, what are they doing? Everything was shut down. So
people were panicking.
They were panicking. The airport was empty. We ended up renting a car, driving the rest of the way. But Muhammad Ali was there.
At the airport.
He was there at the airport, just walking around, him and one of his friends or a handler. And so he was so awesome. Just got to go up to him, shake his hand, got a picture with him. And that was really cool. And I love Muhammad Ali. I remember reading a book as a kid in elementary school. It's one of the biographies that's just inspiring. And so you read it about who he was and who he became. And man, I think it's kind of, I think what everybody strives to be is more than they are. And just a cool story and a cool dude and a chance encounter that was very memorable for me.
Yeah.
So I've got to see the museum.
Next year we will pencil that into our itinerary.
Yes.
Which will,
we'll prepare more.
Yes.
Promise? Preparation.
Yes. Well, it's kind of difficult to get everything in because the weekend was just like a whirlwind. You know, we get in on Thursday. We immediately have to start setting up, which luckily, thank you to all our friends who helped us unload our truck and carry all of the heavy things to where our booth was. We have some amazing friends and supporters.
Much love to Mark from Deadliest Lift, Ashley the Amazing, Dustin Payne,
JJ.
Yes. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, we had a good crew. You guys are the best.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, then getting our booth set up took a while because we didn't really know what we were gonna do.
Yeah. Which A part of me thrives on that, and another part wants to be so prepared. I want to be prepared. I want to do things in advance, but it always comes down to the last minute, and it usually works out.
Yeah.
I mean, and out of like 120 vendors there, our booth was, we've been told, one of the busiest all weekend, which I believe them because myself and Liz, we didn't get away from the booth the entire weekend. We were there talking to people, showing them the fun stuff we had. It was so fun and engaging.
It was fun and engaging, even though but it was 11-hour days
11-hour days
of nonstop, just
yes,
having fun.
and and the home gym con, the concept is a great concept that Jake came up with.
Yeah.
And it's to give kind of just give a platform for home gym enthusiasts, health enthusiasts, to go and see new equipment, new stuff. You've got some big names. You got AbMat, you got Rep, you got Rogue. You've got some big hitters that show up, and they've got crews and they've got budgets. And then you've got a lot of them that are just one-person operations.
Yeah, there are lots of small businesses that are there. That's so awesome.
To get to meet, and again, Liz and I, it's us. There's no crew. There's no. It's literally us. So to get there and appear so much larger than we are is fun, and the reactions. I mean, honestly.
Yes.
The reactions when you create something with your own hands and they see it, touch it, feel it, and just the positive feedback where they're experiencing this thing that I've been doing for so long, and pictures and the internet and social media does not do it justice until you get it in your hands and see, oh, this isn't just another manufactured piece.
Yeah.
The dude made it with his hands, and it shows. It's that little bit of my soul that goes into every piece.
Yes, and that's why we tell everyone, like, this is art. This isn't strength and fitness equipment. This is art, and art is emotional, and it's hard to convey that idea through pictures and through videos. But having an opportunity where we get to meet people and we get to talk to them and tell them our stories and let them see who we are, and then seeing how that, how much of you put of yourself into your work, and then seeing, firsthand the quality of what you do. Like, people get to have an emotional experience with us, and for us, that is just absolutely priceless. We don't get a lot of opportunities to do something like that on this scale.
No, not at all. And again, it's that having an idea and sharing it with the world. And when you're in a big city, you have like more opportunities to go out amongst and get to things. But we're literally in a town of 600 people. So even our state of Iowa, they don't know who the fuck we are,
No.
but the world knows. And so they know of us. And then when we get to meet them, it's very rewarding. And yeah, I'm looking forward to next year and hopefully doing some things in between too.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about some of the stuff that we did and that we brought while we were there. Let's talk about, of course, the big main attraction that brought everybody to our booth.
This year's, it was the giant demonic D20 barbell setup. What is that? It's a barbell that has two giant D20s on each side that are loadable. So we had a platform that Nate from Executive Fit let us use, and we actually came home with it. I'm excited to set it up and get some deadlifting in.
Thank you, Nate.
But so this barbell, so awesome. People come across it. It was right on the aisle for people to see, and it just beckons you to come in and play with it. And so empty, each D20 was 50 pounds. The barbell was 45, so 145, 150 pounds empty. We left it at that for the most part, most of the first day, and people would come up, and we got a couple guys that could actually curl that thing, which was really cool, and everybody looked cool doing it. So a lot of pictures were being taken, and then we started loading it. We had steel sand, essentially steel sandblasting media, that we started loading it. And the end of the first day, it got up to 455 pounds. and there was many takers who could deadlift that,
Mhm.
and it was fun.
Yes. Yes. So let's move on to day 2,
Day 2,
where we
yes.
did our actual deadlift challenge.
Yes. So we ended up emptying the D20s after the first day, letting people play around with it. And then we started a rising deadlift challenge at the end of the day. Started at 150 and it ended up at 690 pounds. It was awesome. This bar, Mark brought a bar, and it was an old Kabuki strength deadlift bar, and it had a lot of like give to it. So if you check out the videos at Deadliest Lift, and it shows him deadlifting the 690 pounds with the demonic D20 barbell setup 11 times. And he had more in the tank.
He could have kept going. Yeah.
And this was after he was playing around the entire weekend, deadlifting things, lifting things.
Lifting people with his teeth.
He had a sweet leather bit akin to the old Strength and Health like ads of the leather piece for jaw strength. And Belt Fed Strength made that for him, which, man, we didn't even get a chance to talk to them.
We didn't get a chance to talk to
I know.
anybody.
Next year we're gonna actively get in contact and talk to people.
Well, luckily, I just saw that there has been time scheduled for vendors to go out and before everything starts, that we get to go and go out and talk to each
Mingle.
other,
Nice.
which is awesome, because like I felt kind of guilty that like we had so many people come up to us and say, "Hey, come check out our setup, come see our booth," and I wanted to, and we could not get away. It's just the two of us, and we absolutely could not. And
which is fantastic.
It's fantastic
that we had that much traffic.
That we had so much traffic, that we were so busy, and that we got to talk to so many awesome people that wanted to come and see our stuff. But yeah, I'm glad that they have created space so we can experience what everyone else is bringing too, because it kind of felt like we were just in our own little world the whole time, which isn't terrible. But
it's a great world we've created.
It is a great world. I'm happy and I'm comfortable here, but I did want to be able to see what everyone else was doing.
Absolutely. And just meet them and see if there's common ground where we can work with them.
Yeah.
Which is another thing that we do and have done. We've partnered with AbMat. The barbell bomb is a creation that myself and Eric Chesson came up with years ago. We called the gut wrench, and so it was awesome that idea that we came up with turned into a product that is licensed out. While we were there, we met up with Rep Fitness, and Eric and I signed another licensing contract, which is kind of an area that I would like to kind of expound on more and put out there that's an opportunity available for people who want to work with me or who want to take an idea they've got, get a prototype, or if they need further help along that line, I'm available to guide them and get them to the next level.
Yeah, because I've seen your process where you come up with ideas and create things, or have people come to you with ideas of something they want, and I've seen how you process through it and bring it to life, and it is amazing. Like I've never met anyone who can do what you do, and yeah, more people need to know this, because it's amazing.
And it's about helping others. You know, if Eric and I didn't do what we did, the thing that we had going on wouldn't have brought so much fruit from it. And I take it for granted because I've literally been coming up with ideas and making stuff for 30 years. So it's like a no-brainer, no big deal. Product after product I can kind of put out. But when you get into the world and you want to start selling them, there's obstacles, and there's also cautionary tales of just the whole climate and environment of a lot of people have ideas. So to first prototype it, second protect it if you can, and then third go into production with it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Let's talk about another hit item that you brought to HomeGymCon.
Could it be the hammers, the challenge hammers?
It was the grip hammers.
Yes, the grip hammers.
Baby. Those were also a very, very popular stop once they were done at the grip contest and came to our booth. So talk about the grip hammers a little bit.
Okay, Rob from Vintage Strength, he requested that I make a couple challenge hammers for the grip contest. And what they are is a 2-inch handle, and it's basically a V-bar, vertical bar lift. You have one hand, grab the handle, and stand up with it, and they did it for time. So the weights that he requested were men's 185 and women's 135. And these are pretty compact hammers, and I almost nailed the weights. The men's was 184 and the women's was 137. But how I made them was I had this giant hammerhead shell, and I melted and filled each one of them completely with lead. So the visual and the heaviness of them was really kind of messes with your mind, because lead's almost 1.5 times, maybe a little more heavier than steel.
Yes, they're extremely deceptive. People so after the grip contest was over, the hammers came to our booth, and there were a lot of people who didn't really know what they were and wanted to lift them, and they were extremely surprised. I would say maybe about half of the people who tried could lift them, and the other half could not.
Right. And then, like, as far as picking up and holding, very few were able to do that.
Yeah.
So next year, Rob wants 2 more to kind of go one below and then one between, and then have like a rising challenge. If you can get one, go to the next.
He doesn't want one heavier than the 185.
You know what? I so badly want to make something else that's super heavy, whether it's a D20 and it wouldn't even need to be that big, but it would be so heavy because of the deceiving density of lead.
Yes, there is the issue of getting it in the truck, in and out of the truck.
Okay, so there's still a lot that happened during the weekend, but at the end, when it was all over and we had to pack up, went fairly well, and then we ended up with these D20s that weighed 327 pounds was one, and the other was 317. Just this solid mass of how do we get those into the truck now? And it went swimmingly.
I would like to point out that we could have emptied them first,
which would have been quite. Could we have? We would have to leave them on the barbell, put it up on the tire like we did, spin it around, and then fill bucket after bucket.
Yeah,
so we had
buckets.
6 buckets, 100 pounds each, of the steel sand. It's not convenient.
Nope.
But it did go fairly smooth.
I think it went really well. We had a 4-man team and we all worked together, and it went pretty well.
To load them, yes.
To load them.
Unloading, luckily, it's so kind of chaotic at the end. Dustin and Mark took them off the barbell, and that didn't sound like a fun process. Hearing from them, we didn't get to see it. We just came back as we were loading stuff, and they're sitting for us were these giant, heavy D20s, which Mark loaded the first one on our cart for us. And then that went really well.
Our cart will never look the same.
The cart will never be the same. Hopefully we'll be able to move a few more things on it. But getting it from the convention center hall to the freight elevator, down corridors, and then up the ramp of our truck.
We did that
went
together.
Great. Yes.
Yes, we did. We did that.
And it felt like she did all the work.
Yeah,
I didn't even feel like I did anything.
It was
up the ramp, on there, and good to go.
So it went really good.
It did.
Which was awesome, because a lot of people seemed very, very stressed about what was happening, and were struggling a lot to get their booths down and get things out the door. And
what Liz and I are really good at is staying positive and finding solutions. So if there's an issue with crowded or loading or whatever that issue is, we don't focus on that issue. We focus on a solution, or if the issue is an issue, we let it go if we can't do anything about it. We make things work.
We just keep moving forward.
And we do it with a smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes the experience better.
It does.
Because I think
I had fun.
I had a blast. We overcame obstacles.
Yeah.
And so our talking points are all the fun things, not those issues or small obstacles. Really just inconveniences because things weren't happening as someone wanted it to.
Yeah. No, I'd say overall everything went swimmingly.
Yes, so much fun. We had all our banners set up in this awesome booth of Jerry Beck's awesome art. We have several notes of how we want to do things a little bit differently next year, but overall, yeah, it was fantastic. We had sword singing. So many people have never seen like my swords in person, which are just maces, and even guys that have swung maces
had never
seen them or even thought that like the length of them was possible, which was strange, but it also makes sense because like the current mace happenings, they're shorter. The mace culture, yeah, the mace products that are out there have been designed for cheap economical use, and so they've shortened them. They're not as long, and that's a huge thing. Yeah, because the shorter the leverage, the easier it is to swing, but also manufacture and ship.
Yeah, I had a guy who had just come from a mace swinging like competition. He was looking at our swords, and we had how long was the really long one?
The really long one was 62 3 inches.
Okay, so 62 3 inches. Yeah. And so I asked him if, do you want to swing this? And he's like, well, I don't think I can. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, you just came from a mace swing. Like, of course you can. He said, oh, no, that's too long for me. And I urged him to just try.
Yeah.
And he did so successfully. So
what's funny with like mace swinging is obviously it's behind you.
You can't see what's
happening. And the awareness though of people that, okay, if you're yay tall, you should be at least able to swing something comparatively as tall as you. Mm-hmm. It's not going to hit the ground. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's that spatial awareness, that awareness of once it goes out of your vision, what's going to happen.
Yes.
And we also had several smash targets where you could have stepped on and swung it without hitting it. But I think you would be able to swing that without it hitting the floor if you were ready for that weight of it.
I was gonna say it's a little too heavy for me still. I'll work my way up. Yeah. But that's my goal. Swing the longest one we have.
Yeah, I've got many new designs that will start lighter and then incorporate different ways of floating too. So
cool. Cool. Yes, we also brought all of Ryan's artwork. And
yes,
those were huge talking points and things that brought people in, especially the D20 on the stand.
Okay,
lots of people really that resonated with a lot of people. I did not realize how many people play D&D and games like that, and there were so many, and you can just see I loved seeing this, just people's faces just light up, and I could see like ideas forming in their minds where they're like thinking of ways to incorporate something like that into their gameplay.
Yeah.
And seeing, I don't know if they'd ever even thought about like mixing their gameplay with their strength training and I was seeing these things happen in their minds.
Yeah.
That was really exciting to see.
Definitely. And it's the same thing. The art, unless you like are there experiencing it, and if you have no frame of reference, right? You've seen products, you've seen strength things, but to see the two meld and that hammer I did with all the wood grain from metal and the table that it was on that are giant nails, unless you really stop and just kind of take it in, it's not something you could see a picture or just even walk by and understand what's happening. Mm-hmm. Or the lightning bolt on the base and the hammer on top of that. They're things that they visually saw them, but then so much confusion. It's like, what am I looking at?
Yes.
And so then it brings them in to actually check it out. And then if you don't have like metal experience or the ability to like put things together, it's still a disconnect to understand. Oh, that giant D20 is 20 different triangles put into that. Oh, that lightning bolt is, I have no idea how you made that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They just think that it's like oh, you can order that on Amazon. Here's a giant lightning bolt.
Yes. No.
There's just manufacturing and like that old school craftsmanship is just kind of gone by the wayside. Mm-hmm. And that's okay too. I mean, for convenience and machines making stuff, that's great, and it's functional. But yeah, bringing like what I do into that world is still kind of new for people.
Yeah, yeah, they've never experienced anything like that. So, as you can see, we're drinking our Liquid Deaths. This is our new drink of choice. We are not sponsored by Liquid Death either.
But we would be.
We would be if they were into it.
So we don't drink many pops, many sodas. We don't. The kids did. It's not around our house. We drink a lot of water and
coffee.
Yeah,
that's it.
And like the Liquid Death, I didn't fully know their story until I heard it like a month or so ago. And I love like Underdog, just marketing things that took off, and that really like hit me like, wow, that's a freaking cool story. It's the thing I've been chasing. So to see it done in whatever product or whatever company really amazes me, and I have so much respect for them. And these things are delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, they're sparkling water. They've got teas. The sparkling waters are carbonated. The flavors are awesome. Like the Killer Cola, if you don't drink sodas, but you want like a refreshing sparkling water that tastes like a cola, Killer Cola. Dr. Death is has a hint of like a Dr. Pepper taste, but no sugar. It's a sparkling water. Their teas are really good. This one's a tea, lemonade, agave, and vitamins. It's called Dead Billionaire. Liquid Death. Murder your thirst. I love everything they've got. It's great.
Even just they've got just plain water too, which I love because I don't always want a flavored drink. Yeah. I'm not always into that. And I fucking hate drinking out of plastic bottles.
Yeah.
I hate it. I absolutely not for me. So I love that there is
water in a can.
There is a canned water option. Like I love that so much.
And their theme resonates so well with what we've got. A line called Serial Killer Strength. We make machetes that you can swing like Indian clubs. They've got that stuff. Liquid Death, murder your thirst.
Yes.
I mean, come on, we're a great match.
Is that their tagline?
It is.
Okay, yes. I didn't know if you just made that up.
No, they did, and I love it. But we make swords too, so we're going to do a lot more content for you, Liquid Death, just because we love your drinks
we
make cool stuff that just kind of meshes.
These things go together well.
They do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So moving forward, we still have so much planned. We're so excited for next year's HomeGymCon. Liz and I, as humans are growing and expanding our comfort zones, we want to do more interactions. We're going to look for some local events we can go to and have some fun, spread my art. We're going to look for more people who want to partner with us, people with product ideas, but just simply don't know where to go. The idea to physical thing it's quite a mountain to climb, and to have us show you the way and get you to at least another level of testing your product, we can do that. And we're going to keep having fun.
Yeah, we are. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by and joining us in the world of Ryan J. Pitts Presents. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.